What's up, good people? It's another great show for you on Be Media Wise, the show where you get informed, give your opinion, and get smart. Yes, all in one. You can call me Maraza Wedang. It's a Forefront Army salute. Now, as we get on with the show, we will find out what's happening in the world of South School, see your cool CCJ clips, and see what the guys at iSchool Africa have been up to. But for now, let's go check out what's happening in Jojoville as she tries to teach us how to be a mobile movie maker.
Good morning! Or not. Yazin, after Lendab and Mrs. Mulefe, I really don't want to go to school today. Godwage, if there's anything I've learned over the past couple of weeks, I can't run away from my problems. Oh yeah, I got an SMS from MX last night. Something about, oh, I'm so sorry, blah, 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 wada nonsense. Yes, Utabi was right. She told me that this boy was bad news, and I didn't listen. Now look, she's proven him right. I guess the thing is, I thought we had a connection. Yeah, funny how things change so fast. And that, my friends, is the difference between real life and stories. You see, if my life was a movie, it would be sweet symphonies and fireworks and romance and happiness all around. But life doesn't work like that. Let me tell you how life works. See, life is just one big mess, over and over and over again. And that is Jojo's life story. But you know what? I'm over it. I'm so over it.
Hey, Joe, what is wrong with you? Why are you dating MX? Amy? You know what, ne? Sicko, don't even think about playing stupid with me. Ke go bona wena le MX. Settle le cho me now, ne?
MX.
You know what, ne? When you need to wake up. Because the moment you become a wife towards Ozzy, you have MX, Momo katleng ya hao. And then what? You become an emergency update, trending topic, anything, just name it.
Tabi, you've got it wrong. Anyam Kulumis after what he did to me.
You know what, a week ago I might have believed you. But no at all.
Tabi, that's not fair. You don't even know the full story.
You and your stories. Come back to the real world.
One thing keeps playing on my mind. Utabi Utegimina, I need to come back to the real world. And understand, am I not in it already? Futhi, I need to people's stories come from real life experiences. So it's in a real world. Guys, I'm a therapist. Maybe I just need answers. And as Mrs. Nkizo says a class in like, it's in your bed.
Jeez, Jojo, I've never seen you so mad before. And wait, what's up with Tabi? Talk about pressure, man. I really don't get it. Why do these events always happen to poor Jojo? We'll learn more on how she deals and learns from them. Now, you know how Jojo is. She always seeks help. Before that, though, let's take a quick break and see you after this.
StudyMate is a series of study guides and DVDs created specially to help you ace your final exam. The StudyMate study guides and DVDs are available for all your key subjects like English, physical sciences, accounting, mathematics, and many more. Get your StudyMate revision material now. Call us on 011-482-4053. Or you can visit our website on www.studymate.co.za for more information.
Welcome back to Be Media Wise. Now, how does a Boston Media House bursary for 3 years sound? Yeah? Well, that's what you could win if you send us a movie made on your cell phone, just like Jojo. Check out our Facebook page for more info on how you too can be a mobile movie maker. Now, let's check out this week's winning CCJ clips. Now, remember, guys, all winning entries in the CCJ competition get themselves a Casio FX82ZA calculator.
We're here with Jared Scott, very good drummer. My story is called Calling All Drummers. It's basically how drumming makes people feel, why they do it, and things like that. Okay, so my first question, why do you drum?
I drum because it inspires me, and because when I sit in front of an audience, it makes me feel good about myself, and it's a nice way just to have like a short session, play some drums, and it's good music.
When did you start playing drums?
I started playing drums at the age of 7, and I went to my first lesson at the age of 10.
When did you get your first kit?
I got my first kit for my 8th birthday. Otherwise, I was just playing on a set of drums at friends or school.
Did you try any instruments before that?
Yes, I played, my first instrument I ever played was a piano. Then I played guitar, and it just kind of linked, and I thought, you know, maybe if I can play those two, I could play drums, and it was my favorite, so I played drums.
Did playing any of those instruments help with maybe rhythm?
It did. The chords on the guitar and the piano kind of help each other, but I find I'm more interested in the beat and keeping the beat going, because in a band that's what's supposed to be basically on the head. So I prefer that. That did help a lot, and that made me become a drummer.
Siyabonga, we really appreciate all your hard work, Bafethu. Be Media Wise is here for you. So send those clips and become an inspiration in your schools and in your communities. Now, in the past week, we shared with you some of iSchool Africa's clips, and the response is a great one. Let's go see what they have in store for us, kuleli viki.
We are living in a democratic country where people have the right to freedom of expression. This could be done in any form, but are tattoos a form of expression?
Yes, I believe tattoos are freedom of expression because art is one expressing themselves, and I got a tattoo on my back to express myself. I have a little addiction to ink. Like, I love writing on my arms, so I just got ink on my back to make it permanent. The comments I get about tattoos are the stereotypical ones, being tattoos are satanic, those things are bad, are gotten by prisoners to show that they were in prison.
People tend to believe that tattoos are a work of the devil or unrealistic painting on oneself. This causes the person to do things that will allow them to be in society.
Molweni, my name is Asana Mamba from Buhlebizile High School Youth Past Team in Thokoza, and today we're going to be talking about the equal rights of gays and lesbians.
Do you think people respect other people's rights, and why?
Yes, I think they do respect other people's rights, because if you check, there's been this proposal if somebody commits some sort of crime, that person deserves to be strangled or put to death or something. But everyone in South Africa is against that, to show that they are trying by all means to respect the right to life, which is a human right.
How do people in a community treat you as you are a lesbian?
Unfortunately, there are those that have been accountable, because some of them, they can be discriminating us, but on my community, they understood me.
Do you think it's allowed for people to evaluate other people's rights?
No, I don't think that it's allowed in this country or in this world, because if we allow that, people, they won't live their life the way they should live it.
Do you think it is fair for other people to judge homosexual people, and why do you think so?
Well, I think it's unfair, because gays and lesbians are also human like us, so it's unfair when they judge them.
As you've heard about gays and lesbians, so people treat them well. They are human beings.
See, our school is different. See,
Educational Right, RSA. Free, equal, non-racial, non-sexist education. Develop their talents, patience, respect, and dignity. Parents have a duty with their children's education.
Our school is different.
Children should have fun and be free in what they do. Children should get the knowledge of AIDS and the history of South Africa. Education is not a privilege, but a right.
Well, thank you very much to iSchool Africa for sharing those clips with us. Now, next up is one of this week's winners for the CCJ competition, and they get themselves an electronic calculator from Casio. Well, awesome stuff. Your prizes are on their way to you. Check that mailbox. Before we get carried away, let's check out the winning clips.
High School. My topic basically is about miniskirts. I'm against the fact that I'm gonna be school over miniskirts. Because immaturity, they get raped. They expose themselves. And the fact that we're going miniskirts is when you move or I go miniskirts. Something
sure.
You understand? And something to this music though is mainly.
I want to talk about miniskirts. I mean, like. Wow. And that can lead to rape because if I'm sure
so kahle nina uyanprovoke ama feelings wenu nje ama out. Thank you, son.
Yeah, I don't think
right.
It shows you, and like repetition is a mistake. Well, but like it depends on the kind of person that you are.
Yeah.
And what's the use of wearing a short skirt?
Yeah.
No, definitely.
Kahle ba represent sluttiness, ne? Yeah.
Yeah, like
okay.
Mama miniskirt is in the right.
In the right for Nina, mama miniskirt.
Yeah.
Kahle iveza imizimba yenu ne.
Well, thank you guys very much for sending us your stories. You can send us your stories by email, Facebook, WhatsApp, or BBM. Do not forget, check out our Facebook page for all of these details. So now, guys, let's head over to see what's happening this week on South School. Remember that time you had a math teacher that spoke way too fast and you couldn't make sense of what he was saying? And then he got hit in the face with a soccer ball during break and the swelling made him sound like a Teletubby? But then you got hit in the face with a soccer ball and had a concussion for a week? And when you got back to class, you had no idea what was going on and it felt like your head was going to explode? No problem. South School offers free daily video lessons on Mixit for grade 10 to 12 in maths, maths literacy, physical sciences, life sciences, and accounting. South School, we've got your back.
What's up, good people? I hope you've all been keeping up with your learning because South School has got you covered. Let's have a quick look at what we are beaming straight into your phone this week. Grade 10s are looking at muscle, nerves, indigenous knowledge systems, medical biotechnology focusing on immunity and vaccines, medical biotechnology looking at antibiotics.
Here's a micrograph that shows the actual cartilage cells or chondrocytes packed into a lacuna. Here you can see that there's 4 chondrocytes in one lacuna. And so the connective tissue that makes up cartilage has this rubbery matrix.
Grade 11s deal with chemical digestion part 1, chemical digestion part 2, absorption, assimilation part 1, and assimilation part 2.
The front pathway is going to lead to the lungs. The pathway that goes down the back of the throat is part of the digestive system. It is going to lead to the esophagus. We've met this word before yesterday. The esophagus, which is going to take the food into the stomach.
We haven't forgotten about you, grade 12s. Your focus for the week will be the human reproductive system. Remember, life sciences isn't the only subject South School offers. We also have physical sciences, English first additional language, maths, maths literacy, and accounting, all for free. So head on over to Mixit, TradePost, Mixit Reach, Education, South School, and always be one step ahead. South School, we got your back.
Well, thank you very much, South School. Hope all of our friends got the necessary info and are ready to study the cool way. Check out the weekly lessons and connect with your favorite teachers only on Mixit. Yeah, that's right. For now, though, let's go check out another winning cell phone citizen journalism clip. Check this out.
Welcome to Bedford View High School. My name is Khumule Mongwana, and today we'll be doing a brief interview to find out from the learners of Bedford View High School what they think about the new renovations and the new school environment, as it has been in a very bad state the past 2 years. And as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, I'm walking on the red paving at Bedford View High School. This is what we call the red carpet. Let us find out from a group of learners what they think about the new red carpet. We are now here with a learner at Bedford View High School, and let us find out what she thinks about the new red carpet. Ma'am, can you please tell us what you think about the new renovation, the red carpet here at Bedford View High School?
Okay, I love the renovation and we really appreciate it because compared to the way it was, you can even see everything colorful and the trees that blend well with the color.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And now we are about to find out from another Bedford View High School learner what they think about the new red carpet. As people have their different opinions, let's hear what her opinion is. Ma'am, may you kindly tell us what do you think about the new red carpet?
Honestly, don't care. Doesn't make a difference.
We are now live with one of the teachers from Bedford View High School, and let us find out what our teacher thinks about the environment in our youth group. Sir, may you please tell us what you feel about the renovations that have currently taken place in our school?
Yeah, good renovation, good atmosphere for the kids, it's a good change, so I think it is value for the money.
Well, thank you very much for that video. You also got yourself a cool calculator from Casio. That is the Casio FX82ZA calculator. For more details on how you can get your stuff in, check out the Facebook page. Manje is check in the world of JoJo.
Hi, JoJo. Are you okay?
Yes, ma'am.
What's on your mind?
Oh, ma'am, you read a lot of stories, ain't it? Well, Angela, what's the difference between real life and stories?
Oh, there are many. How would you describe life?
Miserable.
You have a way with the words, JoJo. But I'd prefer to describe life as unpredictable, Wanori.
I agree.
But in stories, though, although they shouldn't be unpredictable, they kind of sort of are sometimes.
Ushuktini, ma'am.
In a story, you have a central theme, and then everything that happens in there has to be based on that theme.
Ushuktini by theme?
A theme is an idea that runs throughout the story. Say the central theme is dealing with love, then everything else in the story will be based on that. But in life, you know that we can deal with a million of those themes all at once.
Okay, I agree. Kodwa, ma'am, what kind of other themes are there?
Plenty. There's the underdog story. The character has nothing and against all odds will achieve something. Or the rags to riches story where someone will have nothing and at the end will be rich. And we definitely all know the love story.
I love love stories. In Notebook, your favorite, you know, where there's something or someone trying to keep the two characters apart, but they fall in love and end up together.
And how many of those have you seen in stories and movies?
Sure, many.
But they're all a bit different, aren't they? They may have the same idea, but events and characters are each one. There's still even more. There's overcoming a monster, where the character will overcome something greater than they are, like beating an addiction or bullying or overcoming an illness or a death even. So can you see how these themes can fit into many different stories?
Consider, ma'am, I've seen lots of stories like that.
Yes, these stories are told over and over and over again, but in different ways. That's why we can call them universal.
Universal?
Yes, that's when we can tell any of these stories anywhere across the world, because as people, we relate to those things as ideas.
So, ma'am, if I have an idea and it becomes a theme, that sort of becomes the skeleton, really.
Exactly. Then, though, you must make sure the events challenge the main idea. If we were to have all these themes in one story, we'd be sitting here forever. But in life, like I said earlier, that's actually what can happen, that we go through an underdog story, to rags and riches, to finding our own love story. But in a story, you need to have one idea, and then everything else would be based on that one idea. But in stories, you must remember we need to have an ending to tie things up. The rags to riches, the character finally gets rich or learns the value of money. The underdog story achieves their goal and becomes a champion. The overcoming a monster character would finally overcome what was greater than they are. And the love story, which you all love, would finally find someone and fall in love.
Yes, ma'am. I feel so inspired right now.
You should be, but don't listen to me. I can go on forever. But just to sum up though, with a story, for it to be really great, you must make sure that every action pushes the character to achieve the overall idea of the story.
Okay, yeah, I understand, Imagine, ma'am. Thank you.
I'm glad. It was a pleasure. Jojo, keep yourself out of trouble.
Yes, ma'am. Yo, guys, today has to have been the worst day of my life. As if I'm already not an outcast, MX has just pushed me even further into Exile Island. And manje, Utabi wants nothing to do with me at all. Yes, at least then I'd have some sort of happy ending. Kodwa ke, Miss M, she said real life is not planned. Like, we just have to take it every day as it comes. I guess I do understand the difference between real life and stories, manje. And maybe this will help me out with the whole Tabi situation. Okokuqala, stories are planned and structured. They have a clear goal and ending. Stories deal with one central theme or idea that will relate to the events and the other characters in the story. Okwesithathu, themes or ideas are universal, ngoba we can all relate to them. Okwesine, the theme is like a skeleton for indaba yakho. And okokugcina, real life is not like this in any way. So guys, now a challenge yen. Find a theme and build your story around it. Kodwa ke ningakhohlwa ukuthi your characters will be affected by it too. But right now, the only thing that's affecting me is sleep. Zonibona kusasa. Night.
So now Nisbonele, Jojo is all about finding the difference between real life and stories. I guess those words from Tabi really got her thinking. Okay, Minaga, I get it. Life is unpredictable, while on the other hand, stories are theme-based. So most stories have the same kind of themes, but as we always say, it's how you give it your own touch that makes it different. Thank you so much, Jojo. Well, I guess we will have to wait until next week for another exciting look at Be a Mobile Movie Maker with Jojo. Kodwa manje sekuyileso sikhathi leso kumele sihlukane ngaso kubhlungu kodwa kumele kwenzeke. But don't be sad, because you can catch us again next week for another jam-packed show. From us, Nami, Umaraza, and the team, to you, it's Forefront Army salute. Bye-bye. So, bonang is so.